happens, or don't. I don't know. I'm not the boss of you. But nothing's gonna happen for like 10 to 15 minutes.
Happens. Or don't.
Oh,
I don't.
I hear you. There you go.
Oh,
There you go. It's okay.
I'm
Happens to
not
the
the
best
boss
of
of you.
us. Nope.
But nothing's
Still.
gonna happen for like 10 to 15 minutes.
Who is that coming from?
I don't
That's
know.
coming
I
from
muted
you.
it. I muted it.
Okay. It's definitely muted now. Right. What was I gonna do? Oh, I realized I can't show this. Nope. I hear it again.
I muted it.
Okay.
It's not me.
It's definitely muted now. Right.
Every
What was I
time
gonna do?
your green Discord box is going off.
I realized I can't show this. Oh, I hear it again.
I don't know. All right. Is that any better?
I'm waiting for like it to go through
Okay.
because there's the
Because
delay.
it's a few seconds.
I guess we're fine. Mission accomplished, ladies and gentlemen. The whole 0 people watching, we did it. Okay, I gotta go to my phone now, so I can spam to everyone on different channels that this is indeed a thing that's happening right now. So select all, copy my own link, and then I go to Discord. Then I go to my own server. Hi, I am doing the cool board, comma, come argue about stuff with me. And paste my Twitch link. And then the real secret is you do. Oh, no, I didn't do my whole Twitch link. It's. Screw it. HTTP :// Twitch.tv. Okay. So now select that whole thing, copy it. I can just. Nope, it didn't actually paste the link properly. Why did you not?
It's riveting stuff, Huey.
Yeah, it really is. This is the start of most all my streams. This is what happens when
Oh, wait. I forgot.
you're met with
Yeah.
the amazing quality of low audience streamers. But yeah, we got the cool board. I think yeah, everyone sees the cool board. Oh, everyone who will join will be able to see the cool board up and catch up on what's been happening. That's okay. So I can't post in that server right now. I can post in this one. Hi, I'm doing the cool board right now. Come argue with me. There we go. There we go. Oh, we got a whole 4 viewers. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Let's go to a different channel to post all about
You have
the
so
good
many
stuff.
channels.
I have enough. I don't have that many channels. I know quite a few keyboard people are completely full on their maximum amount of allowed Discord channels. Yeah, I'm doing that one right now. I'm just trying to, paste. I'm just trying to copy and paste a message on my phone.
It's I1A.
It is I1A. It's also not Iron.
Nodi Iran.
What up? Hello, Alac29. Wait, I'm gonna get copyrighted if I keep going. Okay, let's see what my Tinder message said to me. My Tinder match said to me. Wow, just wanted me to add them on Snapchat. Okay.
Of course.
Of course. That was kind of to be expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some exciting topics today. We picked them actually like 2 weeks ago. We've just been like super busy and haven't been able to do this episode. But hey, we're here. in modern time, in modern place. What are you drinking today, Nebulant? Is that just water?
It is just water.
Nice.
It's out of a mug that I got when I graduated high school. That class of 2003.
Nice. There's a sizable chunk of keyboardists who were born after 2003.
It really is.
There are. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. That's a real thing. Don't worry. I promise we have a ton of great topics, okay? They're going to be the best, absolute best topics. Oh. How was your day? What did you do today, Nebulant?
Recovered.
That's good. Yeah, you had a quite a life story. You were essentially in a cartoon yesterday. The events that happened to you would be like out of some kind of zany, kind of movie by Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell or someone, or you're just in a cartoon for a whole day.
In the process of trying to put a motor onto a boat, I managed to fall flat on my back, get stung by a bee, prevent an ecological disaster, fall out of the boat, find out the motor doesn't work, have to row the boat both directions, 200 yards, and I found out today that the motor doesn't work and I have to take it off.
I apologize for Coco barking in the background if you hear her. She's just... I don't know what she's doing, actually. She's... Maybe she just doesn't like the fact that California's on fire right now, but...
Oh my god, everything's on fire. I'm glad I'm not there anymore.
Fire. Everything's... left work and the sky was completely orange and cloudy. I'm like, oh yeah, it still is outside. Look, it's like a grayish, an orange-ish gray.
Yeah, I didn't. That's one thing I don't miss having moved away from California is the constant fires in the summer. Like it's good to not be breathing smoke.
Yeah, very true. I think 9 out of 10 doctors around the world would say breathing smoke is a bad thing. Oh, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you.
I got a free emote. I don't know what it is.
This looks like a loading bar.
Sure, that's a good emote, I guess. Well, someone else got cheese? God damn it.
That's legit. It's not even cheese, it's hyper cheese.
I get a cooldown and they get friggin' cheese.
Yep. I wonder. Oh, okay. What keyboard are you using today? I'm pretty happy about the keyboard I'm using today.
I'm using a polycarbonate Sirius with GMK Lime, and these are the new Navy switches. Ooh, Navy switches.
The AV switches?
Navies.
How do you like the AVs?
I actually like them quite a bit. I wish they weren't so short, but they feel good to use.
Today I am using an HHKB Pro Hybrid, which is the new top-of-the-line model that they have. Yeah. It's nice. It's nice. And the keycaps on it are from the Topra Edius editing station. That's why it's so colorful and wonderful. And I haven't moved this, and it's actually really, I think this is, honestly, probably the smoothest OEM board, smoothest modern OEM board I've used. It's not perfect out of the box, of course. Nothing is. Not too shabby, though. Honestly, not too shabby. And the stabs are way better than the original Pro 2. And the spacebar is now made of PBT as well instead of ABS.
Ooh.
So.
Yeah. I've heard really good things about all the new Topper boards. I just haven't had a chance to try them.
Yeah, they're so far so good, to be honest. I'm going to lube mine, but like it's been so completely fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine using it without it being lubed, just because I'm thinking about the amount of time it would take to lube it versus the benefit I'd get, which exists. I just have like 8 other things I need to do before that, so that never gets
Well,
done.
a good excuse to lube it is that heavy grail coming in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to, yeah. If I'm gonna have to open it eventually for the heavy grail, so I'm like, maybe I should just lube then in December or January when it ships probably. Because it's running later this month running next month. It's probably gonna run for a month. Ryan, he's smart. I'm sure he probably starts some of the production during the group buy phase.
Anyways,
3 months
I'd
probably.
say those plates could probably be pre-done the injection molding.
Yeah. Because the expensive part is the tooling, which he has done now. The expensive part isn't making those, since they're all injection molded. It's just the price of the plastic and just doing bump, 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 bump. I'm not sure that's the sound an injection molding machine makes, but we're going with it.
That's the sound they make now. Just like all Dremels go brrr.
We'll get started in just a few more minutes where we'll be arguing. Who wants to argue about keyboard stuff? Who's ready for that? Are you ready to argue about keyboard stuff?
I guess. There are some things I feel passionate about.
I mean, I'd hope so. This is a keyboard show.
I'm just so ready for everyone to tell me I'm wrong. That's gonna happen.
It's Nebulant versus the chat. Live. Again.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I should change...
But this time people can hear me.
Font settings. I need to change the font color so it's legible for people. That's what I need to do.
Oh, yeah, that is...
Okay, just chat. Why did chat just disappear? Someone on the tests. Oh, okay, you said tie. Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Okay, that's legible. Okay.
Yep.
I will... That is...
Apparently your chat thinks my name is Nibble.
No. You're not getting anything this month? I've gotten GMK Pono. I'll be getting Dolch R5 probably, with the Hangul kits. And there was one more thing. What was the other thing I was going to get? There's a third thing. I don't remember what it is right now.
I don't even know what's running this month.
Beta. Thank you, Iwana. You're absolutely right. It's beta. GMK beta with the JIS alphas.
That's a good choice.
This is expensive. I've got 3 sets this month, and each of them I've had to get an extra kit with to make it the way I want to make it. Man, maybe I have to cut...
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, I haven't bought any sets this month, but I'll be getting some sets.
Nice. Yeah, I might have to cut out Dolch around 5 to save money. Unless I can sell a board. I know there's at least one person interested in one of my TX60s. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
If I can swing it, cool. If I can't, nah. Yeah. Iwana, you know it is. Laugh, you haven't made any really big keyboard purchases in a few months. I've made some. I don't know how many I can talk about. I've definitely had some big purchases. By the way,
I bought a
camera stuff.
A Clipe this month.
Ooh, which color? Is it the aquamarine one? Was only one color?
Nope.
No.
I got the gray.
Ooh, you have to. Ooh, I think gray is very much the best Clipe color. I don't know why.
I would have gotten the ultramarine, but I have a tinned on order in that color. So I didn't want
Ah.
2 boards of the same color.
That's fair. Now, oh, you've been failing to buy artisans. You gotta invest more points in luck. Joke, please. Yeah, there's a nice gray. It's a pleasant gray.
Yep. And I don't actually own any gray keyboards.
Ooh, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
I need to diversify my keyboard colors, I think.
Well, you could end up in the boat I'm in, where you have like 2 black keyboards, 2 silver keyboards, and everything else is something else.
Very, very true. Very true. Okay.
And then you have trouble matching sets.
Oh, wait. I need to move OBS so I can see chats. Because that's a thing, right? Okay, I'll move OBS on that screen. And now on this top screen, I'll have the cool board. Time to do the cool board. Okay, that's the cool board jingle, everyone.
Sucks.
We got, what, 13 topics today? Nebulant, why don't you pick a number between 1 and 13?
7.
7, okay. Let's
Seven's
go
a good
down
number.
to the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. The first item for today on the cool board is silencing clips. Some people remember the QMX silencing clips from Unique or Zeal's Silencios. Are they cool?
No.
No. They are the glasses band of keyboard accessories.
It takes away all of the character of a Switch, and I don't care. If you want Silent Switch, buy a Silent Switch. Don't buy something you have to click on the top to make it work.
Salute your switches.
Yeah.
I think even like just stuffing like a cut up shirt in your case is a better option than using these clips.
Because don't they make the keycaps, like, are they tall enough to make a lot of keycaps hit the top of the Switch?
Probably. Well, keycaps probably hit. But yeah, I agree with what you said and what most people are saying is like it just robs character from the Switch completely. Doesn't really, like doesn't even matter what it is anymore. It's just like a QMX modify. It's infected the Switch. It's like the Switch has a disease.
It's not a tumor.
It's not. Feels like squish. I think for people who understand why it's good to have a mechanical keyboard but don't care how it feels, which are like a lot of like, you know, the gamery types, I guess, right? This might not be a bad idea for some of them who came from rubber domes and don't care anyways how a keyboard feels, as long as they get, you know, at least some extra travel distance. But are they better or worse than using silencing rings? You mean like O-rings? They're better than using O-rings. O-rings are the absolute devil for MX switches. Don't do that. It's not 2011, 2012 anymore. Okay, we're in 2020. There are better ways to quiet a switch. They're infinitely better. The only thing people use O-rings for now are gaskets. Otherwise, O-rings would have been extinct in the keyboard community. But they evolved, they adapted, and they found a way to survive. Unlike the silencing clips that we're talking about right now. So,
You know, these were the
yes.
plate foam of their generation.
These were the plate foam of their generation. Do you really not like plate foam that much?
Yeah, I don't really care for it all that much. I have one board with it, and I'm gonna take it out.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I agree with the GOG Twins in the setup. I've definitely felt and heard some good and bad plate foam setups. I think there's a lot of guesswork for a lot of people. There's like, let's do it. It's just you just buy generic foam and get it laser cut and just throw it in. But that's I think it's more than that. I don't think everyone understands that it's more than that.
I'm also a terrible person and really don't care what my keyboards sound like.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Olivia said you should give me a haircut. I don't even. My hair's fine. We're just gonna grow my hair out all the way. I'm gonna keep growing it. I should
My
straight.
hair was this length of Huey's, and I just shaved it the other day myself.
Yo, how fabulous would it be if I straightened my hair?
Okay.
Okay,
Silencing
sounds
clips.
not cool and not wow. Duh. Is it yikes though? Is it just like? Is it criminally bad? As in, I think so. It literally makes anything it's on worse just because it's it's only better than literally one thing, which is O-rings. I'm trying to think why it shouldn't be a yikes.
No, it's a yikes.
It's an easy yikes. I think it's an easy yikes. It's just Yes.
Redeeming factor about it, though, it's a way for a person to decide to want to modify their keyboard. It's just not a good way of doing it.
Yeah. And you know what? Don't they add like 10 to 20 cents per Switch? It's like $30 for a pack of 100.
27.2 euros. What is that in freedom units?
Like 30-ish dollars. This is round. We don't have to be super precise. But
It has to be exact.
okay.
No, I don't care.
But let's say 30-ish cents each.
Yeah, it's $32.
Imagine making your Switch cost like close to 90 cents. And it feels worse than a Razer Huntsman.
Yeah.
Okay, it's how yikes is it?
Hey, I kind of like the Huntsman. Oof.
I'm just kidding. I've never tried the Razer Huntsman at all, so I don't know.
It's fine. They suck.
Silencing clips. Is it the worst thing that exists? Or was it in the quadrant of evil here?
I don't know. I think they're about where the Lustro is.
Where's the Lustro?
It's up a little higher.
Oh, there it is. That's fine. Well, I think everyone agrees. As long as it's somewhere on yikes, everyone's going to be pretty much understandably okay with its place in the world. They did try something different. It was just executed horribly, right? Like it's like at the time everyone understood O-rings are bad. They just take too much travel away, and they're like, well, let's try something different. Let's try a soft, thinner pad at the Switch itself instead of on the keycap. So I'm okay with it being higher in the yikes for the fact that it was an attempt at something different. It was just executed completely horribly because the pad they used was still too big and gummy feeling and too thick still. But there were good intentions behind this fiendish and devilish product.
Sounds good.
Okay. Someone in chat, give me a number between 1 and 13. Okay, 10 trunks is 13. So the next item that we're going to talk about today is the Rama U80a. Is this a cool board? It has released in various colors. It's a chunker. It's a chunker. It's sold very well. How much did it run for, Nebulant? You have the sheet open.
That ran for 420 and up.
Yeah, 420 up depending on the price. Is it a cool board? So you get the option for a mute silencer, which is a silicone mat that goes between the PCB and the plate. On the inside, there's also the option to either have an internal weight or an internal foam thingy-mabob for more sound dampening. Lots of cool colors. What do you guys think?
While I do hate plate foam, I think their silicone mute mat is a really cool thing. I love the way it's molded in and designed around it. And I'm also super sucker for keyboards that have lots of parts and interchangeable parts: the plate, the weight, the case, all those internal bits. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And yeah, when I was writing chat, yeah, it's not an optional. It's you need the mute to mount it.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I think it's a definitely a. Would you say this is one of Rama Works's milestone keyboards? I think it stands out more than like. Does it stand out more than the M60? I think it does.
I think the M60 is more iconic
I am too.
because this is derived from the M60.
Yeah,
I would love to see this in an 1800.
M60 is more iconic, but this is cooler. This is definitely, at least in my opinion, this is cooler. But yeah, you guys are right. M60 is definitely more iconic, because, yeah. But this is cooler. So let's find the M60 and make it cooler than that. Have we covered M60 yet? I feel like we have. I feel like it's in the cool somewhere, right? We covered the M60.
Also,
Didn't
if
we?
you look at the mute plate, and they have these molded in channels for the stabilizers on the spacebar, and that's pretty cool.
I haven't covered the M60. I could have swore I have, but I guess I haven't.
Oh, I thought you did too. I thought there was a green. Maybe I think it was one of the ones that got wiped. Because I thought you had a green one up here.
Oh, it might have been on the old board. Wait, it's right there. I went past it. Hold on. Right under DMG. Where's DMG? Oh, here it is. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Great eye, great eye.
Pointing
Great
at
eye.
the screen like you can see it.
Okay. How much cooler is it than the M60A? Okay, in the next tier up, we got boards like the TGR 910, we got the Square 80%, Polycarb Singa, Heavy 6,
It's cooler than the Heavy 6.
LZ Ergo. Those are like the things in the same area. I think it's cooler than. Is it cooler than the 910? I think that's the last question. I think it's cooler than the Square 80. I think it's cooler than it's cooler than the Polycarb Singa. It's cooler than the Heavy 6.
I don't think it's borderline WoW though.
Yeah, it's not borderline WoW. It's solidly in cool. Maybe close to the border, yes, but touching the border, no.
I would agree with I1A that it is cooler than the Square 80. So maybe kind of right between the TGR 910, because everyone else thinks that's a really cool board, and the Square 80.
Okay, there we go. What is chat think? I like 910 more, but you also prefer 65%. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, no, for a ton of people, the 910, I still think that. I mean, 910 is an amazing board. I have a Polycarb 910. Absolutely love it. It's A+. It's Gucci gang, as the kids say. 910 was good for its time. I think it was amazing for its time. For sure. You know, I realized one of the topics we were going to cover today, we've already covered. So we have one less topic than we were going to cover.
Okay.
It happens. We still have enough topics.
We could talk about it again. I don't know which one it is.
I know which one it is. I saw it earlier. I should keep track of the... Well, the next cool board will be kept track way more easily and efficiently than... This one was like a mix of like transferring IRL stuff into it. Okay, our next item is something that I will choose.
Oh no.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I will choose the Equinox. Let's talk about the Equinox. Okay, this is the Equinox. It's a 40%. How cool is the Equinox? Is it the coolest 40% that's out in circulation?
I like the blockers, but I don't care that much for 40% keyboards.
I-
In general, I would always rate these lower, but I really like the designers behind it, and I like the way the board looks.
I like the
So I think it's
blockers.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the sides and back. I like the internal weights.
The internal weight with the logos on it is very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hunter, yes. Doc, you like it better than the Pearl. Oh yeah, the Pearl would be the other big. Yeah, I like it better than the Pearl. I don't like the Pearl's like trunk front. No, I don't think we have many 40% on the board, anyways. So I think the highest 40% to compare it to is the Plonk, which is clearly better than.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Let's see the board. I don't think it's meh. You know,
It's
cool.
meh. It's cool. It's somewhere in the cool. We just gotta figure out where in the cool the Equinox falls. I don't want to put it too high because it's a 40%.
No.
And I'm just not into 40. I just don't think they're cool, and I don't think there's anyone in chat who's gonna argue for 40% at the current moment.
What's the board right below the HB85?
The board under the HB85. Where is the HB85? There it is.
Like, yeah,
Under it or above it?
under it. Like directly under its picture.
Block CP.
What's that is? No. The one right above the box CP.
Model M SSK.
I think right around that area is where I would put it.
Is it? You put it cooler than GMK Lime?
Yeah.
Really?
Because GMK Lime is the worst version of Lime.
The set you're using right now, you're using the worst version of one of your favorite colorways.
Yeah.
Is that what you're
I mean, I only have actually, it's the second worst version. Maxkey, weirdly enough, makes the best version. Signature Plastics makes the worst.
That's
and GMK's
wild.
in the middle.
That's absolutely wild. How did that happen? Can anyone in chat please explain it? Like, you take 3 manufacturers to make the same colorway. GMK, Signature Plastics, and Max Keys. And somehow Max Keys in this one colorway turned out on top. That's wild. That's wild. Equinox. Cooler than Lubricante? Yeah. Cooler than SKB60? Yeah. Cooler than M65A? Yeah. Cooler than the Plonk? Yeah. Maybe we should move the Plonk down. Oh, yeah. Let's move the... Yeah. Let's do this.
I think it's cooler than the TCV3.
I am going to say you're wrong.
Well,
Because the TCV3 is super awesome. I regret not buying one when I had a chance.
10 Strong's wondering why the Plunk is there. It's not because it's an amazing board, it's because it's the first board that did that.
Yeah, it's cool because it's something new for what it is. Like,
We also wouldn't have QMK in the state it's in currently if it wasn't for the Plunk.
yeah, literally the Plonk also gave birth to QMK essentially, which is big plus. Because without QMK, we wouldn't have, VIA.
Yep.
Okay, Nebulant, you may choose our next topic.
Skull Squadron.
Okay, let's talk about Skull Squadron. This
It's
set is
fine.
this set is near and dear to you, right?
So this set is 100% the reason why I'm in the keyboard hobby. It took me years and years of searching to find
And there you
Skull
go.
Squadron.
And now you have it.
Now, it's a set, I love it so much, I bought it twice.
That's some set dedication.
That is dedication. I mean, when it comes up, you've got to take advantage of it.
Okay.
People are going to say, yikes, I'm going to have a spicy opinion, and I think this set should go in WoW. I am totally wrong.
Yeah. This is not a WoW set. This is a very, very, very extremely cool set. Don't get me wrong. If we were doing the cool board within 2 to 3 years after this ran, WoW, for sure. Most definitely. But today, I don't think it's aged the best. Still a great set, though.
It's aged wonderfully. There's a lot of issues with this set, though. I mean, it's DSA. It was very limited, very hard to come by. It skirted a lot of IP laws. Like, I don't think it would run now. I don't think it could.
I don't think it could.
There'd have to be some drastic changes to it. It's themed on the anime Macross, who has a very litigious owner.
Yeah, they kind of just ran this set and, like, didn't look back.
No.
Iwanize says, don't spare Nebulant's feelings. It's high end of meh.
The part that makes it worse is how much money this set costs to find now.
Yeah, aftermarket prices for this set is they can be wild, huh? They can be wild.
Yep. They varied anywhere from $200, $250, all the way up to $700.
That is okay.
A whole lot of money.
That's
But like, if you look at it, it's got these little novelties for fighter mode, Gerwalk mode, Battleroid. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. This was my favorite cartoon growing up. And since it's the set that got me in the hobby, I have such strong feelings about it.
respect. But with
No.
that in mind, how cool is it?
It's wow. I'm wrong.
Yeah. The first step is admission. Good job. The pick doesn't do it justice. I don't have the best pick of it, but it was the best I could find on Google Images because most of the Google Images for DSA Skill Squadron kind of suck.
I don't know how good holding up my keyboard with it works, but I mean, I have it with the alternate stripe kit, where the first row is black instead of the function row being black, and they did that so you could still have the full color theme on a smaller board.
Yeah, that's the best looking one, doing with that alternate strip.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this set still cool? That's the big question. This is a boomer DSA set.
Oh yeah.
In terms of only in terms of relative age, like compared to other DSA sets and the age of it, it's a boomer to other DSAs. Other DSA sets refer to it as like Grandpa Skill Squadron.
Was this the first anime themed set?
Yeah, maybe no.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Lack29 asking if there are any cool DSA sets. Yes, DSA Alchemy is pretty cool. I'm
Highest
also probably alone
yeah,
in thinking that.
Gakazai was the highest ranked DSA set on the cool board. I think it is Alchemy actually. No, we've covered Alchemy, right? No, Galaxy class I think is the highest. Yeah, Galaxy class is the highest.
Galaxy class is on there.
And that's mostly due to the IP and getting the actual rights to do it properly. It was the first set to ever basically do that.
Yep. I thought we did cover Alchemy at some point, but I don't see it in a quick glance.
I don't see it as a quick. I could have swore we covered it too. That's why I brought it up. Could be hidden.
Yeah.
But
could have been yeeted off.
Okay.
I think it's cooler than TTY.
Well,
Can I at least have that?
Is that's pretty mid meh.
Eh.
Because the thing is, like, DSA Skull Squadron is also essentially out of like the mindset of most people because there's so many key sets these days. Only so many people have Skull Squadron, and the people who have Skull Squadron have already taken their picture, posted it, and done their own life at this point. So most people who are newer to the community, even like who came in the community within the last 3 years, may still have never heard of DSA Skull Squadron.
Yep.
But
because it's not like Granite,
Yeah, I mean, Granite is eternal. Granite is unyielding like the Earth itself.
Like its namesake rock. Skull Squadron is going to be running in GMK.
Yeah. That's going to be the next time people are going to hear about it again. They're gonna be like,
Yep.
what? This exists? Wild. Big wild. But now that, you know, it will be running and people will start hearing about GMK Skull Squadron, people will definitely bring up pictures of DSA Skull Squadron. And the question is, will new people who have different tastes than people back then still like DSA Skull Squadron? I think, yeah. I think it's still a pretty attractive set. Maybe it's just, this is what, like, when I was in the keyboards, like, the first guy in the keyboards as well, when this was running. But, I still think it's pretty cool. I would put it, like, around Galaxy class. I don't know. I mean, my personal bias is toward Star Trek over Macross.
I would be comfortable putting it in meh, knowing the larger.
But in the larger picture, I don't think it's as appeal. I think it still has appeal. I think I still, but maybe that's just me because I've been in the keyboard community for so long, and I've DCS Turtle
Okay.
Power exists. Come on, people.
Would you rather have GMK Hydra or Skull Squadron?
Skull Squadron.
Would you rather have Lime or Skull Squadron?
Skull Squadron.
Well, it's in the cool category for you.
Yeah.
Listen, 10 strong. No one cares about Hydro. Oh, I see some things that are criminally rated.
There are always things criminally rated.
I think there's something I put in meh that needs to go lower.
What?
EC 9009.
You think it should go lower?
Yeah, we can. That's something for later.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna put Skull Squadron right there. You know, chilling.
Sounds good.
Let's chilling. EC 909 was pretty bad. It had issues.
I pulled it out the other day, and I went to put it on a board, and I just immediately took it off and put it back in its box and put it away.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Okay. It's time for a drink of water, and then the next topic. What does chat think we should choose as our next topic? Dewey, you missed it. Someone bought my TX60. I'm kidding. That's
Someone said-
mean. That's mean. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It is.
I'm a monster. I'm sorry.
I says 6.
Well, I didn't ask them for a number. I asked them what they wanted to cover, and Gawk said the Polaris, which is a thing. So we're going with the Polaris.
Oh, the Polaris.
The Polaris. Okay, you have the sheet open. What are the details on the Polaris?
It was $265. Was it? I'm opening up the link here. It's a 60 was it was a 60%. It was sold to be a mass market keyboard. It had some really nice features, especially considering its price. From AIO3, nice flex PCB, hot swap, not hot swap, half plates, full plates, whatever you wanted. And now they're selling for like 3 to 4 times as much.
Which is wild, yeah. But that almost all boards nowadays kind of like will at least double in price.
No,
Like,
this one well more than doubled in price.
Yeah, this one definitely did more. But yeah, no, this board is definitely I think this board did amazing. Why shouldn't it be WoW if there are any? I think it could be. It's a WoW contender in my opinion. I think for a 60%, it's great. And it was, yeah, like Gawk said, a limited run, had amazing options, amazing pricing.
Gasket mounted.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on that really helped move the market in letting more people know about different things like flex cuts, letting more people know about half plate who would have never otherwise got a half plate.
This is also, I think, the board that really popularized the sudden explosion of case and plate foam because it came with it stock. I mean, people
for
dabbled
sure,
in it
yeah.
before, and yeah. Also, super cool weight design.
Yeah, no, it definitely was definitely a very momentous board in the community. I want to say wow. I think it's a wow.
I'm a big fan of boards that punch well above their weight, and I'm a firm believer that like when the Tofus came out, when the original KBD 6.7 came out, they were better than a lot of customs at the time. And this is better, truly better than many customs that came out the same year.
Yeah, that'd be a big true, big true.
What else do we got in the low wow? Let's zoom out and see the board.
To the WoW section, it's not cooler than Gatoron.
No, nothing's cooler than Gatoron.
I'm not gonna put it as high as the Alice, but I think it's worth to look at the Polaris versus boards like the HBCP, J80, and HHKV Pro 2.
I think it's. I love the J80. I think this is more significant than the J80. The J80 is what was. This is what is.
No, I don't know. If I was at a meetup, I'm pretty sure I'd still think a J80 is much cooler.
I would think the J80 is cooler as well. But I'm thinking wide market. For all the new people it brought into the hobby.
This is the cool board, my dude. It's gonna be under the J80 at this point. We've both already put it in our own words. The J80 is cooler.
I think it's cooler than the HHKB Pro 2.
Yeah, it's cooler than the HHKB Pro 2. HHKB Pro 2. There's a time in history where everyone brought that to a meetup. Not everyone, but there was much more people were in Topra, or proportionally into Topra than there are now. I think it was a fine slot. Below the I move the HHKB Pro 2 down more, so it's like a little step ladder.
Well, right now you have the Polaris as less cool than the HHKB.
It's left to right. It's more right.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, you're right. You're a few seconds behind me.
Oh yeah, because I can't see the cool board in real time.
Yes. But yeah, no, it's definitely cool. It's a cool one, and okay, chat. A lot of people disagree. By a lot of people, I just mean 10 strong. Why are we out of our skulls? How is it not cool? You brought the KBD 8X. 8X. No one talks about the 8X anymore, my dude. No one talks about the 8X anymore. If someone has a Polaris at a meetup, why do you give a shit? Do you understand? This is the cool board.
You know,
it's about what you
would
find
that person
cool.
have been there if they didn't buy the Polaris?
Yeah.
If it's a new person and it's their first board,
if you say it looks like a basic square, that's like the worst argument. Most everything here is a basic square. And it's not even just looking cool. It's the concept and the board itself and everything, the whole package. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I can get through to you all the things. If you just don't like it. Yeah, I think you just don't like the Polaris for some unknown reason.
If you want to be a square, be a square.
Yeah, if you want to be a square, you can be a square. I really don't think it's ridiculous. Okay, someone said GMK Merlin, so let's go over GMK Merlin.
GMK Merlin.
A set by the wizard himself. Is GMK Merlin cool?
GMK Merlin. Spicy opinion.
Go.
This is the absolute best stock color GMK set ever.
No.
That's spicy.
Because Dolch exists.
I don't like Dolch.
I know you don't like Dolch.
I don't like 9009. My opinions are allowed to be wrong.
It's okay. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, the messed up text novelties that were on Kono for so long. Hat.
Got like Wob best for stock color sets. That's probably my second. Absolutely too much like Nautilus.
It is nothing like Nautilus.
One is not like the other. They're a bit different.
Well, one's white, the other's blue.
Is it cool? I don't know if it's cool.
I think it's pretty cool.
Why do you think it's cool? I want to hear why you think it's cool.
Blue and yellow, these are all personal reasons. That
Yeah,
it's a combination of two of my favorite colors. It's supporting Merlin, who's an excellent guy, and it's got some fun text novelties, like the big giant summon enter. But
okay, let me see what we have in the lowest of the cool. Okay, it's not cooler than Metaverse. I would not put it cooler than 8008 or Sandstorm.
I would.
Or Lime. Actually, it's back here. E6.5. It's down here.
Epsilon. They are not even close to being the same colored blues. Merlin is teal, and Muchmaheimer Nautilus is definitely a rich blue color.
Probably above Sandstorm. Yeah, actually, I think between 8008 and Merlin, that'd be like a depend on my mood kind of thing. I could see that. I mean, I haven't seen GMK Merlin in person yet, unfortunately, because meetups unfortunately have been a real thing that's been existing.
Yeah, it's kind of like GMK Cyan with a splash of yellow.
That does not look like the same color as Cyan at all.
Well, Cyan's much lighter because that's what, TU1 and this is TU2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Hat. Ah, too much.
That's too much, I'm sorry. Yeah, above 8008 I think is... I don't know if I should switch these, but 8008 or like this. So we got 8008.
I like 8008 more than Merlin.
I think I'd put it above. So it'd be 8008, then Merlin, then Sandstorm, then Lime.
Yeah. Except Sandstorm needs to go down a few categories. That's fine, though.
Forgot that Mizu.
It's got to have the right board.
Wait, I have Mizu underneath? Where's Mizu? No, there's at least 60 underneath. There's no Mizu underneath. Wait, oh. No, it's a Q. Where's Hydra over here? It's under there?
There's such a big pile.
Oh, you're right. There's Mizu here. You guys are... So, there's a big category.
You know what you could do? This is the season finale. You could start deleting stuff.
That's true. Maybe we will after we get through the rest of the main topics. Thank you, Gaki. You're right. It's literally under. Oh, thanks so much for the tier 1 sub. Thank you.
10 strong, if you touch Gator Ron, I am cutting you out of my life even more than I already have.
Mizu. It's fine there for now. Okay, let's go next. What are we doing next? Nebulant, what are we going to do next?
Let's do the Type Machina.
The key cult number 1?
The key cult number 1.
Okay. You have one.
I do have one.
Bring it on. There you go.
This
how do you
giant
like
ass
it?
thing.
How do you like it?
I think it's an excellent keyboard, and I think it's definitely worth the price that I paid for it. But this was the Type Machina.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people.
How was your custom box?
The custom box that I never received. Yeah, it's still sitting with the discount they were supposed to give me and the free things. None of those things ever came. I'd provide a link in chat, but there's no link information about this keyboard because Type Machina is gone.
Until they launch again. Because they're about to launch something else. Actually, no, Type Machina is still alive. They're about to launch something.
What? All right.
Wow.
So 2 years ago, this little keyboard service came out. They're like, we're going to have boards in stock. We're going to have all these nice custom boards ready to ship, ready to go. And the first board they launched was the number one. It was $440 when it came out. Ready to go, shipping. Took like a day to sell out. And on a whim, I was watching, I think it was Double O Anthony streaming, and I was like, oh, this looks like a cool keyboard. I'll pick one up. And I managed to get one. And then it didn't ship for 3 months.
Wait, what was the promise of that storefront? To have boards
In stock, immediate delivery, shipping out next day.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, A stock, perfectly nice boards, and if you know anyone that got a number one from Type Machina, ask them what they thought of their fit and finish. There was one color that came out good. It was the green. Ugh. It still weighs about 11 pounds, maybe 12 because it's the full brass one. It's a really nice keyboard though, and honestly, this is what started Key Cult going down the road of doing in-stock group buys with, their high-quality product.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I feel like the mess ups of this round like really got them to realize like, no, we're gonna do it right, and
Yep.
they've been doing it basically right ever since. Is this a cool board? Yeah, it's a cool board.
I think this is a pretty cool board.
I
think this
yeah,
is
you who waited 3 extra months, didn't receive the discount you're supposed to receive, didn't receive the custom box that was the reason the shipping got delayed anyways, but you still think it's a cool board?
Oh yeah, it was delayed for the custom box.
That you never got.
Yeah. The store had a lot of promises of what they were going to deliver these buyers and what they were going to do to make up for them, and then they completely disappeared. So,
Yeah.
But in the end, I mean, I've got a Key Cult that only cost $400 and some odd in a colorway that hasn't run since.
Yeah. Big true. And yours came out in great condition.
Yeah. It's one of the few. I think one of the only other people I know that had the same color was Honeybush. There might have been 1 or 2 others.
Is it straddling WoW? It's definitely the kickstart that made Key Cult go the right way. Like this is built Key Cult.
I mean, let's see. The back of this thing
Maybe it's
is
even
still
WoW.
a pretty good looking board.
Yeah, I mean, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's
It's got a small, you can't really see it because I'm going to be tiny on your screen. I've got a small little tarnish area on the brass by my USB port. The gasket implementation wasn't perfect. This is a sandwich mount board. It's got a gasket in it, but the gasket's only on one side, so it's a sandwich mount board. But they improved on the design over time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is, in my opinion, it's not their coolest board, but it's still
No.
But then again, even Key Cult's worst is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Right?
What's this? If the Polaris was sold to you under the same circumstances, would you think of highly as it as I do the Key Cult? What?
Rephrase your sentence, please. And why are you so stung about the Polaris? You really do have a grudge against it. Damn. Or at least where we placed it.
Okay. I think actually a lot of people don't like the Polaris because of how popular it was and what it's done to the aftermarket. And I get that.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
There's a reason why it's selling like that, though.
Okay, Key Cult number 1. It's a good spot right there. I think it should actually be solidly in WoW as opposed to slightly in cool.
I think the Jur 80 is cooler.
I also think the Jur 80 is cooler.
Yeah. Anyone out there with a really nice Jur 80?
I do think the Key Cult's cooler than the Polaris, but not cooler than the Jur 80. I'd put it between those two.
I would put it maybe higher up, but in the same x-axis as the Polaris. Like up near the HBCP, but more to the left. That's a good spot.
I think this is good. Because it still gives room between... Because, like I said, I think Polar's probably be one of the lowest of the custom WoWs I can think, at least I can think of, because most other things I'd want to be a WoW would probably be WoWer, at least for me. But then again, this is a show with audience participation, and sometimes you guys want some wild things, and then sometimes
I think it's a good. It also represents what Key Cult has become, and
yeah,
where they went from here. Because this board originally ran in 2017 was the first round, I think.
yes,
Yeah, and since then, it took them a few years, but they made some really good revisions. They've got the flex plates, better machining, better materials. Keeping it going.
they've done it right, and it all started with the number. Yeah, that's what number one has to be. WoW has. It's just not. I think the Jur A06 really is like a good like WoW bar of like, okay, you're WoW, but are you WoWer than the J80 Jur A06?
The J80 is a boomer WoW board, though. People these days don't give a crap about it.
Maybe yes, yeah. That's yeah. Yeah, Nebulant would do it.
Knowing, would I do it again if I could buy a Key Cult again for $400 some odd?
Yeah, he would be okay with 3 months more
No
waiting.
brainer. I mean, it was only a 3-month wait where group buys are usually, even back then, group buys were a year sometimes for a good board. So 3 months wasn't too bad. It was just
they were
not
promised.
quite what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, it wasn't immediate. We'll ship it out. Okay, we're running low on topics. Wow.
Oh, let me put this back. It's heavy and I have to twist.
Wow.
I'm in so much pain.
Yeah, you took a spill yesterday. Well, several spills yesterday, actually. Bubba. See what I did there?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, multiple meaning words, baby. Let's just talk about the person sitting across the table from that Key Cult, Jane V2.
Jane V2.
More recent, not as recent as the Jane V2 CE, which has the 88 key layouts, and the but this is the board that they have the Tolbarone on the back with the steel. That's this rear steel and brass weights, brass plates by default. Sounds nice, looks nice, feels nice. It's honestly an extremely solid board.
I don't think it's as cool as the Key Cult.
I think it's as cool as the Key Cult for different reasons.
Like
For me, it's harder to say because I own this. I've typed on a Key Cult, but I haven't had a Key Cult in my possession long enough to do the back and forth. So like my only reference is like I know a Jane is amazing.
Yeah. Main difference, sandwich mount versus top mount. But, with the Jane, you've got what's that universal TKL plate and setup. So many boards have copied it and are,
The Jane V2 essentially kind of standardized that. The mix of, the Jane V2, Mutsu doing that PCB, and then Heine adopting it with the H87A and kept pumping those out. And now people who are designing TKLs no longer have to worry about PCBs. They're like, well, if I use this style plates and I use Heine's PCB and it's all standardized and everyone can work on more of case design than PCB stuff, which the
Key Cult uses a plate out of the Jane or a PCB out of the Jane. Like I've got a Heine PCB in mine.
Yeah, it's the standardization is great. It's great that the community has kept pretty strong to it. And Heine has been very flexible because the H87, you can use a JST if you want to use a daughter board for a center mount, but you're still using that H87, baby. Okay, chat. What does chat think? Key Cult number 1 or Jane V2? I'll definitely have to go with chat and everyone because I only have a Jane. I know they're both amazing. I just don't know if one of them is definitively more amazing.
Well, it's also a plain Jane TKL. The only design feature it has really is the surface, that logo.
It has the Tolbarone on the back, and on the bottom, it has the
cool
brass weight inside of the steel weight. Number one for most everyone.
Saying number one.
Number one it is. I mean, let's say I'm going with you guys on this. because I don't have enough experience with number ones. I've only used them at meetups, and I haven't, you know, haven't built one or used one for a considerable amount of time. So, if it was a V2CE, we would have a different conversation. 10, you'd say the TGR? But for Poner Gawk, I laugh.
I
Okay.
think
yeah,
without the Jane, we wouldn't really have the popularity of the number one.
That's true. I think we can respect the Jane for that, but I don't think that pushes the Jane. At least I don't think the audience will say that'd be enough to push the Jane past the number one and just the wow of the awesome.
There was room to make the Jane cooler.
Yeah. No, that's a great spot. Yeah, I don't know. Man, we're just hitting all the wows today. What a season finale. Well, let's just ruin the season finale by talking about JWK recolors. Are they cool? I mean, they were cool like 6 months ago. Now I'm tired of them.
So,
I mean, they're not
then in talking
they're
about
not bad.
JWK
They're not bad switches.
recolors, do we account for their entire history?
Oh man, yeah. Do we want to account? That's a question. Not cool, but they are good. Because JWK has done shady stuff in the past. They are certainly less shady nowadays. Which is, I guess, which is definitely prove that they are trying to get better by being more open about stuff. But there's some people do say they are still cloning, as 10 Strong has pointed out. Yeah.
I think I know where it should go.
Where should it go?
Right between the cool and meh labels.
Right between cool and meh? Under the click bar?
No, right between the two labels at the top.
Oh, just literally just bam right there?
Yep. Like, what's that board right there?
KBD 19X?
Yeah, up there. Because, like, they are good switches. We could talk about all the problems they had, but that's not going to take away that they're still nice switches. They need switch films. Some people like switch films. I don't think a switch should need switch films. If I were to place them about where I feel about JWK, they'd be a lot lower. But they still are a good feeling switch.
Anyone in chat have any other statements on JWK's at least position on the cool board?
Crickets.
Crickets. I guess not.
Except outside there's actually crickets. I mean, they're loud today.
I mean, it's not just recolors. It's literally every JWK.
I think we're just talking about JWK, all of their switches in general.
Because all their linear switches are essentially the same. I am.
Yeah.
So it's recolors plus all their original linears. They don't have original linears. Everything's technically, it's just a linear with a different color. They're all just different colors. Which as linears they're good, but as you said, as you've pointed out, or alleged evidence 210, and as Nebulant also said, they do have some possible moral issues and some baggage behind what they do. Yep. Everything ebbs and flows right now. I would still put Inks above this. I still like Inks more than JWKs from what I've used so far.
I would put Inks and Creams both above the JWK.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fine here, just between them. Or maybe between them at the bottom.
Sure.
Let's do that.
It's just, it's tough to go one way or the other, where the new part of the hobby absolutely loves them, and they are the king of Switch. They are undeniably the king of Switches.
They were Gatoron 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's because they're cheap. Is it true the current batch of inks are scratchy? I don't know.
They used to be cheap.
JWs are still 55 cents. That's, cheaper than
I've
inks.
seen them. They've been going upwards of 60 to 70 now with some of the silent ones.
Well, that's silent. Silent's always like an extra money grub on top.
True.
I think as long as inks are more than 10 cents more expensive than JWK, most people will probably buy JWK. If the price is within 10 cents, I would not consider. I would be no problem for me to pay the extra 10 cents for a Switch to use inks instead. If I
The
was like doing a
recolors
budget
are
build.
also very popular with people that love to coordinate their whole board.
That's true. That's true. For the same price, Gawk would take JWK over inks. For the same price, I'd take inks over JWK instantly. But I think this is fine. Gawk would sell inks. Okay.
If they're early ones, you could get good money for those.
But now the amount of topics are going down and down. Winding down. Okay, okay. Actually, I'm going to wind down another one because we've actually already covered Cat Alpha. So we're not going to cover it again.
Oh, then I had a present for Poner.
I get a present for Poner.
Yeah, I had a Cat Alpha on my Xeno.
I don't know how that's a present for him. I feel like he's going to... I mean, he's probably going to be happy that you're using a board he designed, but it's also the Xeno.
Hey, I love my Xeno. I have to fix something with my Xeno, but I still love it. Oh, it's heavy.
I'm sure he loves that you love your Xeno more than he loves the Xeno.
I think I like Xeno more than most other people do.
Sorry, Cat Alpha. Okay.
Sorry, Cat Alpha.
3 topics left. Yeah, it's true.
Wait.
Poner still doesn't have a Xeno, yeah.
I could...
Don't you feel bad, Nebulant? Don't you feel bad? You're horrible.
Wow. Now I just feel like shit.
Yep.
Well, then, I mean, it's perfect and wonderful, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Okay, okay. Which one should we cover next, Nebulant?
GMK White Blue, the one I know nothing about.
Okay, GMK White Blue is a set run by LZ. A long time ago.
It's definitely true to its name.
It's simple. It's just white and it's just blue. Life was simpler back then.
Oh, was this one of the ones that ran with like with a mod kit? Like it had the optional
blue
full
mods.
accents? Yeah.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. When did this run? This ran in 2016. I feel like they could have done better then.
I don't know. In 2016, another set that also ran was GMK Monkey. For reference of what was happening in the world. Really, this is just Blue Monkey.
Yeah. How is this different than the set for the GMK Q board?
This came first.
This did. Okay, so yeah. GMK cloned a custom set.
Well, it's stock colors, so I mean, it's not like...
Yeah.
I think it's fine, but I don't think it aged well. Like I don't think this will move. This doesn't move people.
No, it's just, like Monkey. It's a set that could be an OEM. It's just kind of there.
We've covered Monkey, have we? Let's put it next to
Monkey. I think so. I think it's
in
meh,
low meh.
Yeah, it's definitely in the meh.
Okay, I'm gonna put it with Monkey and White Blue. There you go.
They can live together.
They can live together
happily.
It's just. I
also dig the old Windows logo.
Yeah, the old Windows logo is story. You think a little bit higher? It could be a little bit higher. I think it's cooler than Monkey. I'll put it between Monkey and Deb TTY. Damn, 2016 was lit. Xbox back. I'm okay with Xbox backspace.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
I just don't like the purse caps lock. That's the one I don't like. I think it's doing a disservice to how we will treat something like Classic Blue. No, Classic Blue looks way better. Classic Blue looks way better. Okay, I got 2 left. GMK Boba Fett and MT3 Serica. How are we going to tackle these?
I feel like Boba Fett's going to be the spicier one, so let's go with that.
Okay, GMK Boba Fett. How much does this cost, Nebulant?
GMK Boba Fett costs a whole lot of money.
200 and what?
$225.
Licensed by Lucasfilm.
Yep, it is fully licensed. Custom font on both the English and, of course, the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian's not necessarily accurate and looks really friggin' busy.
Was it a group buy or in stock? I believe it was in stock.
In stock. Sold in custom trays, by the way. Custom foam cut trays in a nice cardboard presentation box. What the
Why
hell
are people spamming chicken?
Oh,
dipping
Mechs on
sauce?
deck. Restaurant style chicken dipping sauce. I
feel like
think I
this is
need
a-
some chicken dipping sauce.
I feel like this is a joke I don't understand. But hello, everyone
Um,
joining for the raid. Thank you, Mechs on Deck, for inviting people to argue with us about keyboard stuff.
We're talking about GMK Boba Fett.
I don't understand the meme either. My tendies is the closest thing I can think of for the memes.
I want
But
some chicken tendies.
right, GMK Boba Fett,
Yeah.
is it cool? That's gonna be the question. Thanks for the 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you. Wow. I love you too. Actually, Mechs on Deck. I have a question for you guys later. I'll PM you guys later. Not cool, says Gawk.
I think this is not a cool set.
You.
I own it.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Because
You're like, this isn't cool. It's on a board I like, but it's not cool.
it's on a board I like. I like the colors. It's a little busy, and I understand why people don't like it. It's too busy. But something it does awesome is if you look really close at the English legends on this, I wish we could have a GMK set with these English legends with no subs.
You meant to post neb, but instead you posted a link to the sauce you're gonna buy.
Oh, I am the chicken dipping sauce.
Melu Yalu says, the real question is, do you think future you will change your mind on this set? No. If anything, my opinion of Star Wars will only keep going down based on what they're doing to Star Wars.
I like Star Wars so much more than Star Trek.
So if anything, maybe it'd be a meh today, and in 2 years it's gonna be a yikes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's cool. I don't think GMK Boba Fett is cool. I think it's gonna be.
I don't think it's cool either.
Low meh. I don't think it's yikes, and because at least it's licensed.
The license is cool, and that's part of the reason why I bought it, is that Novelties having that license is really cool. If this was just about them having that license, this would be borderline wow for them to actually get a deal with Disney. But the execution of this set wasn't phenomenal.
Yeah, execution.
Uh-oh. I hear robots.
Why do you hear robots?
I don't know. I think my connection just stroked out for a minute.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's not wow. It's not cool. It probably isn't yikes. But I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's sliding toward that price though. How much? $225? Was it?
$225, but it's a huge base kit.
That's true. It was a big base kit, a lot of accents, a lot of colors.
And also in a custom box.
And a custom box. And the licensing fees, because those are a thing as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, it's cheaper than most sets go aftermarket.
Because, you're right. The base kit is, way bigger than, even a normal base kit that has numpad today.
Yeah. And it has everything you'd want for compatibility.
There's only one kit, so it includes all the novelties as well, right?
Yep.
So that'd be
Everything
another
all in.
$30 to $40 of novelties on top of, like $140 group buy set per se, or $180, probably some other compatibility keys that's there, easily pushing it to 200, adding 25 for, you know, them taking the profit for buying all of them up front. Maybe it's not horrible considering the amount of keys you get, but
Yeah, well, Ten Strong's right. He says it's cool for a Star Wars collector. I think it's cool for a Star Wars collector.
yeah, it's cool for a Star Wars collector, but this is not the Star Wars collector board of cool. This is just the cool board.
Yep.
So we're gonna put this in meh. The question is how meh. Would you rather have GMK Boba Fett, or we talked about it's not I'd probably or SA green screen.
On a side note, I just had to allow Lang's message through because he likes to call me Nebbers, and that is an auto-blocked word in Twitch.
Huh.
Yeah. Because of consonant replacement.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. GMK Boba Fett or GMK White Blue for coolness. For those of you who may have not seen
Boba
the show,
Fett.
this show is about the rule of cool. Only the coolest things can rule the streets.
Yeah.
GMK Boba Fett,
Less logic, more gut.
GMK Boba Fett or GMK Merlin.
Merlin.
Okay, so we got our lower and upper bounds. We it looks like what does this chat think? What do you guys think? Would you guys have Boba Fett or Merlin? Laughmaster, you'd have white blue. Tetron white blue. I'd personally have white blue over because
We got one vote for Boba Fett. Phantasmal Cat liking the Boba.
and everyone says Merlin for the so it can't be higher than Merlin. But of course that would make it cool, which we already established that.
It's not
Right?
really.
This is the purpose. That was like the perfect way to make everyone understand. This is not cool. No way. No way. This game's not even gonna be over there. Okay, so let's pump the brakes back a little bit. Okay, let's pump the brakes back. GMK Boba Fett or Dev TTY? What is cooler?
TTY.
TTY is cool. Yeah, but TTY is cooler. I think. Yeah, TTY is cooler. Look, let's just go down more. GMK Boba Fett or DSA Retro?
Boba Fett.
GMK Boba Fett or GMK Dots? The verses of the not standard legends. Dots or Boba Fett?
A lot of people say Dots.
Everyone's saying Dots except for I and you.
No, Iwanae says Dots.
Oh no, I said and you. Oh, did he? I thought you said.
No, that was
it?
before.
Oh, okay.
Kind of hate Dots. Dots. Use those as mods. Aesthetic AF.
Okay.
How about
GMK Boba Fett
Okay.
or Max Key's SA Miami Nights?
Boba Fett?
We're just gonna keep going up and down the bar until we can settle this.
I think right over the top of that Imperial Hue case is a good place for it.
Tie Boba. Okay, so we have another low end. It has to be somewhat better than SA Miami Nights. It looks like at any rates. Bonus is Dots to yikes. Maybe don't after we finish our main topics, everyone as a community, we're gonna go through the board. We're gonna pick stuff out and move some stuff around because opinions change over time.
This is also the season finale of the cool board.
Yes, so a lot of things are gonna be changing. Let's put Boba Fett. I don't know where to put Boba Fett next to SA Kobayashi.
Lang saying it's as cool as speed switches to me. Super specific for super specific people. Both meh.
I'll move Dots down, but Boba Fett between Dots and Kobayashi for being meh. It's less meh than Dots, but more meh than Kobayashi. I remember that episode. It's like, for some reason, everyone became a Wes Anderson fan.
No, I really like S.A. Kobayashi. I hated the set, how it looked in renders and group buy until I saw it in person, and it's such a good-looking set in person.
There's Dots above Boba. Like this? I think this is fine. This is fine. That would place it cooler than the Zlant 40%. Good job, Boba Fett. You're cooler than the Zlant 40%.
It, it hurts to laugh.
Does it hurt to put it that way?
Oh no, it just hurts to laugh. Oh, my ribs.
Okay, we got one more primary topic, everyone, before we get to rearranging some stuff. I know a few of you have pointed some stuff out, thinking maybe that should go up, maybe that should go down on the cool board. We'll get to that soon. As soon as we cover MT3 Serica. How cool is MT3 Serica? It's pretty recent, so it's pretty fresh on people's minds. I'm not going to get mine out, but I have it.
Serica. I've got it handy.
I think it's cool.
I think it's borderline wow.
Do you think it's borderline wow? I don't know if it's borderline wow.
Not for its colors, not for its sculpt,
Well,
for its kits.
for its kits. Oh, it's true. Xamon did amazing with the kitting. That's definitely an undersung hero of coolness, but it's definitely it's kitting will not move something to wow.
No.
I'm sorry.
Like here on the J01, having this cluster be able to be proper legend and in profile.
Yeah.
Come on, that's cool.
Okay, let's move.
The super homing to make it more like Topra High Pro.
Yep.
Have the
Super
extra
homing.
homing keys on the home row.
Love it.
That's cool. You know, it's got some really nice stuff that's thought out well for keyboard enthusiasts.
Definitely.
For people that like very specific things, this is a set that did a lot of those specific things.
Okay.
I also think it looks better than GMK Serica.
Okay, I guess
by a lot.
That's gonna be. Do we have GMK Serica on the board even? I don't think we do.
I don't remember. It was on the old one.
It was on the old one. It's not in this new one. Okay. MT3 Serica. Let's take a look at how it goes against some of the big boys. MT3 Serica chat
Honeywell's cooler.
or GMK DMG. Which would you choose?
Serica.
Lane Landy, it's the same spot as DMG. I think it's cooler than DMG personally.
DMG, I feel like, hasn't really aged super well.
I don't think it has either, but a lot of people really like DMG, it looks like.
It's definitely not as cool as Honeywell.
A lot of DMGs in chat. Okay, well, let's just verify that claim. Nebulant. Everyone, MT3 Serica or GMK Honeywell.
Crickets.
Honeywell, Serica,
Ooh.
Honeywell. Sorry, Neb.
No, don't be sorry. I like this. It's split.
Yeah, you guys are pretty split with
That's
this,
cool.
actually.
Honeywell's one of my favorite sets, but I really like Serica too. I don't like Serica. Well, actually, now looking at your picture, I was about to say I don't like Serica with the sub legends, but it looks okay there aside from the number row.
I would probably choose Honeywell
I'd choose Honeywell.
for coolness. MT3 Serica or I guess let's just go down the line. GMK Violet on Cream.
I think Violet on Cream was robbed.
You think
I think
it
it
was
should be
robbed?
higher than where it is. Yeah,
Really?
I really like Violet.
I
really like Violet on
I
Cream.
think it should be slightly lower, to be honest.
That's okay. I like the color purple.
Wow, a lot of people actually are agreeing with you. A lot of people think it should be higher. Raykuza thinks Serica ekes it out.
I think TA90 shouldn't be up that high.
Well, maybe we will revisit that because I know when we covered it, it was pretty recent at the time and people liked it a lot. But maybe opinions have changed. Yes, you should. Sandstorm should be higher. We'll see. I know some people want to push it lower, actually. So, Pony,
I want to delete Sandstorm.
you might have to fight for that one later. Okay. MD3 Serica, we got to place it somewhere.
I think that's actually a pretty good spot for
Right
it.
here?
Yeah.
Beneath Violet on the Cream and a tier under Honeywell?
Yeah. Where it's just a bit past DMG.
Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with putting it past DMG in horizontal axes.
The matrix is complicated. Is it higher better? Is left right better? Left to right is better.
Correct. Yeah, for those of you who may not know and who are newer, it goes left to right priority first for coolness before it goes up to down. So right now, for example,
Jimmy, you're wrong.
Serica is more right than DMG, so Serica's cooler than DMG. But since DMG and M60A are on the same left to right, then DMG is cooler because it's above. And that's how this works. It's magic. Mizu should be higher? Jimmy. And I don't... Maybe we will revisit... We might have to revisit that. I think it's definitely one of the most controversial sets that I've talked to with a lot of people of their opinions. Because I know lots of people who want to pull it both ways.
I think GMK Mizu could have been better if it looked like its render.
Oof. If only they had a color guy.
Let's not talk about that.
Okay, everyone, here is the board. We are going to revisit a few items together as a team to see if they should be moved to a better place on the cool board now that we have more reference points. Before we do so, I'm going to give you all a minute or two to look over it while I use the restroom. Be right back.
Oh no. Lang, now we know how your brother felt, where you're just kind of left alone to watch after the kids, like, what do I do? Oh. So, chat, I hope you find something you want to move. I see things that I want to just take completely off the board, but then you'll all hate me. Gatoron off the board. 10 strong. If you were on the board, I would throw you on the ground and stomp on you. No one touches Gatoron. I can't move stuff. I don't have access to the board. My hottest take on a set people love. I think 9009 is overrated. Yes, Gawk. EC 9009, I want to move to Yikes. Oh no. Is he coming back? Crap, he's back. Everyone,
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Has the council decided? What has chat been saying that they really want to go over?
Gatoron's a hot topic.
Gatoron's a hot topic, really?
I guess
Okay.
for 10 strong.
Right now, Gatoron is up there as the most wow thing on the board. What do you guys... Move him
And
up.
he moved move him up and just keep going up.
I mean, he still has to be on the board.
Well, yeah, but you've got some headspace there. He can definitely move up.
Yeah, he can hang off the board.
There you go.
Okay, what's next?
Nothing can beat that. So I have a board I think should definitely move down into the mess section.
What board is that?
The TGR 910.
Okay, let's go to the TGR 910 CE 65 gold.
This is my worst taking keyboards. I hate the 910.
Okay, Nebulant, why do you hate the 910, and why do you think it's not only not cool, but a meh board?
I hate the blocker. I really don't care for a lot of boards that have a blocker in that spot. I think especially in the one you have there, it's gaudy. It looks cheap. Like the glow just doesn't fit with that cutout. It could have been more refined, and maybe when it came out, it was a really good board. But now versus something like the Iron 165, it just doesn't hold up.
Interesting. And what does the chat think? I'm partially on you. I think it should go down, but I don't think it should go down to meh. I think it should still be in cool category.
Sure. I just don't think it should be I don't think it's the coolest of the cool, and you have it as the coolest of the cool.
Yeah. Well, I just have key sets. I have the Fiel above it. The round
The
one.
Fiel also should probably move down.
Probably. But yeah, I think the TGR 910, I think it's fair to move it down. The question is where? 910 or E6 V2 round 1? 910 or
Ooh.
TCV3.
I don't like the
910
TCV3.
or GMK Sandstorm.
Sandstorm also should kind of get moved in, but that's just preference because I don't like the color. There's nothing wrong with the set, just don't care for it.
Yeah, options. We should. I agree. Yeah, we should move. Okay, let's see where we can move it around to. Okay, we got things like the OSA, HP 85, Lubrigante. You know, in chat, if you think it should be next to one of these boards I'm calling out, let us
You know
know.
what? It's if I saw a 910 versus an M60, I would want to go see the 910 more.
Then the M60.
Yep.
Okay. Well, this is a very early episode. It's like really underneath the board.
It's how many layers down?
Well, I only have 3 layers actually. This whole sheet. I'm very inefficient. Every single card is on the 3rd layer. It's just different order.
Oh.
It's just on the near the bottom of the layer. I think you're 9 slight ahead of his land. Everything is just going to be a reference to his land.
That far.
I mean, it is technically better than this land being right here. I think it's fine here. Moving it a whole tier and a half down.
You just kind of tuck it underneath.
Yeah. Everyone's going to forget about that for a while. Let's make sure it's less hidden. There we go. Okay. Chat has some opinion. I know chat has opinions. Chat, do you guys want to move anything? I know you all want to move something around. Let me know if you want to go to... I'll just move around the board slowly. And you all can just, take a look at if you think, let me know something should... Oops, sorry. Should go higher or lower. I'm just going to do a 1 lap around the board first so you guys can see everything.
I'm keeping tabs on what people have said.
The
here,
more
so
the
keep
more
going
left
in chat.
the more left something is, the less cool it is. The leftmost being yikes.
Oh, I see some stuff I'd move to.
Okay, what are we covering first, everyone? What are we covering first?
You got to scroll through the middle there. You missed the middle section. There you go. Okay. The first suggestion we had was for Violet on Cream.
Okay, Violet on Creams. What do people say? Higher or lower?
Up.
Y'all are crazy. It should not move up. Okay, do you guys in chat think it should move up, down, or just stay?
No,
I think it's fine where it is.
I think it's in a pretty good spot. It's a good set. It's right next to Honeywell. That's pretty high up for a key set. Triumph Adler ruins its placement. Triumph Adler does not look good next to Violet on Cream. What do you think, Huey?
I think it's fine, to be honest.
Do you like TA90?
I'm okay with it. I don't hate it, to be honest. I think it's somewhat cool. I think it deserves to be in cool. I don't know whether how cool it is. I think it's up to debate for sure.
I think Violet on Cream and TA90 should switch.
I'd be okay with that. Oh, look.
There's not a lot
underneath was Alpine Winter. Totally forgot about that. That exists too.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Oh, and see underneath here is Cat Alpha. You'll at least see it in a few seconds.
Now that you've got Alpine Winter there, not on the board because you don't have the card for it, where would you put DCS Yuri Alps?
Where would I put Yuri Alps?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I'd put probably around the Equinox. At
Just
least
too bad
where
that
the
Signature Plastics Alp setup kind of sucks.
Yeah, probably around the Equinox, mid coolish. I think is probably the best where I'd put put that.
Yep. No, that's not on.
Either by the Equinox or by the TCV3, I think would be around where I'd put TCS Yuri. I know some people were saying GMK 9009 earlier. Do you guys really think it should move? It's like the perfect spot, right?
I think Honeywell's cooler.
Okay, we'll do this again because this was really big when we did it on that episode.
You know?
Chat.
Oh, I wanted Honeywell in WoW.
Everyone. Honeywell or 9009? Winner takes all.
Pages for losers.
Which would you choose?
Honeywell. Honeywell looks clean. 9009 looks like it's been in a house of smokers.
It's pretty tight so far. I'd choose Honeywell myself as well. Wait, this is really...
Ooh, Honeywell's winning today.
This is... pretty close. This is pretty close.
I'm counting 6 people for 9009. And let's see, Honeywell, how many have we got? 3. Oh, no, 9009 is winning.
Well, we've us as well, our votes as well.
Oh, okay, well, we both count as like 10 each, right? Does Steve get to vote? Where's Steve? Fuck, he's asleep.
Okay. I should find Coco and Mango later. Honeywell in case it's not clear. Proxy vote for Steve. Steve gets a vote. See, it's basically balanced. Once, man. Maybe we'll
just put them right smack dab on top of each other.
There we go.
And then delete them both.
We'll say they're on top of each other, but I'm just going to move it so you can read both tags.
Yep.
There we go. There we go. Okay, let's look at something bad that should hope maybe go up or go lower.
Oh, now that we just talked about 9009, EC 9009.
Okay, EC 9009. I know you and Gawk are like, nope, trash.
Yeah, that set, it was, when it came out, it was like, all right, cool, it's 9009 for Topra. This set is awful. Just put it in yikes. Just
Like,
put it out of its
yikes
misery.
bad? Like, really yikes bad? Like,
It's got
EC
so many issues with ill-fitting keycaps, so many twisted,
EC
so many
9009
bananas.
or SA Song Dynasty? It's a set that I'm pretty sure 90% of people watching right now have never heard of. I'm confident 90% of people watching right now have not heard of SA Song Dynasty.
I mean, Song Dynasty will have caps that fit straight on their keys at least. Even in the picture they have there from KBD fans, you can see how crooked some of those keycaps are.
Nope, and I want to know less of Song Dynasty. Yep, that's why it's in Yikes. I'm sorry I exposed to you its existence. Okay, yeah, let's put it right there. It's pretty Yikes. It doesn't really work, and that's bad. Okay, anything around here that we need to move up or down or around town?
Thick Jimmy, that is not Vaporwave, that is JTK Hyperfuse.
How am I going to do Hyperfuse like that? Because it's the JTK version, also known as the absolute worst version.
Blueberries and purple pandas, I think they can go a little bit lower down in meh.
Both
They're
together.
exciting when they came out. Neither of them have held up.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Or you could just delete them. Who cares?
Okay. Okay, I have one.
Time for the Huey special.
Where is it? Oops.
Oh, that one's perfectly straight.
There it is.
SA Olivia.
The Zephyr. Is the Zephyr still mid-cool?
Didn't you used to have the Zephyr in WoW?
They did, yeah. In the first original board back 2 years ago when the show started. Yeah, it was a WoW board then when it came out, and like, it was freaking hot.
I think it's gotta just keep creeping down the board.
Because I think it's just keep creeping down, and it definitely hasn't held its age very well. That's.
Nope.
Remember when everyone
I'd
thought?
rather-
Remember when everyone
I-
thought 5mm plates were going to be the future,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then they weren't.
There's still a few boards that come out with them, but like, you know, where the TX60 is, I'd rather have a TX60 than the Zephyr.
Yeah, same. Just gonna hold this down for a little bit and just gonna watch it slide.
Where's it gonna end up? Worse than the Ducks?
Eh?
It's cooler than the KBD-67.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
It's
So, don't go too
cooler.
far.
Is it cooler than the VEA? Is it cooler than the VEA, actually? That's a good one, I think. It's a good question. The VEA was mechanically plagued.
It's cooler than
aesthetic.
the VEA.
Is the Zephyr cooler than the VEA?
Yeah, it's cooler than the VEA.
Yeah, it is cooler than the VEA. Is it cooler than the KBD-19X? Yeah, it's cooler than the KBD-19X. Okay, so this brings us to the least cool keyboard in the cool category. Is it cooler than the LZ ST, which is a 660 style board from LZ?
I didn't think the LZST shouldn't have been placed as highly as it was, but people are like, oh, it's LZ, it's amazing.
Okay, how about more similar comparison? Zephyr or M65A? Oops, I did not mean to move you, Q.
Zephyr.
Yeah, just the Zephyr. I don't like how the sides in the M65 don't rise high enough, so you see the skirts of the keycaps.
I like the idea of the nylon bottom. I didn't like the warping of the nylon bottom.
Agreed, same. Let's see, above Duck Raven Sidewinder, I put above that. SKB60 above that. Lubricante, tie with that, I guess.
I don't think the Lubricante should be up where it is anymore.
You don't think so? You don't think it's cool? Is the Lubricante still cool, people?
The idea of the Lubricante is cool. There are better implementations of the layered Ellis now.
That's probably true, yeah. Yeah.
But we put it where it was because of what it represented at the time.
Yeah. Zephyr between Merlin and 8008? Let me scroll. I have to scroll up for that. Hold on. You want me to scroll up a little bit, don't you? Okay. Okay, you want it to be... You think it's... between Merlin and 8008? Huh. You know? Yeah. I could support that, actually.
Yep.
Let me just do a range and send to... bring to front. There we go. There we go. Easy. Easy.
Yep.
Anything else you guys want to move around? You guys want to change up? Has something aged poorly or has something aged well? Mizu up? Okay, let's talk about Mizu. Let's talk about Mizu. I think Mizu... Guys, I'm wait till chat. Let's see what chat thinks first. What do you guys think of Mizu? Is it fine where it is? Should it move down or should it move up? I think it either should move down or stay where it is. Typing on Mizu. Mizu is going to be mush better as cat.
If
I
they
think-
can get the colors right.
Yeah, if they can get the colors
But-
right, I will agree. Yeah, I
On-
mean, that's pretty much it.
On CAD, it's going to be die sub.
Mizu is fine where it is. Does profile matter? It can.
Yeah. Like if we had DSA Honeywell on there and GMK Honeywell would be rated much higher.
Yeah. Are we talking about color or profile? We're talking about both. We're talking about how cool one could compare to the other. But of course, Cat Mizu hasn't released yet. And that's why we can't cover it. On the board, I only cover items that have been shipped, because otherwise, there's no real world examples that people can fairly compare things to.
Mm-hmm.
Next season, I might have a interest check cool board, so people can just
Ooh.
spit out hypotheticals like hot fire.
And we could also see where they go from interest track to delivery. Did they maintain their level of coolness?
Okay, Thick Jimmy, give us a convincing reason why you think Mizu should move up. Because I think it's fine. Or, personally, I would swap it with Sandstorm.
As long as Sandstorm doesn't swap with it and Sandstorm goes down to meh. Yeah.
HB85 should move up. It's pretty middle cool. I think it's fine where it is, and like it's still cool. It's not like it's a good position.
It's such a niche board, and I love it, and I think it's weird, and I love Gray Studio from that era. It's not. It doesn't deserve to go higher. It's not for everyone, and that factor kind of limits it.
Jimmy, it's a beautiful combo of light and dark blues with a white accent.
You could do some crazy color combos when that board was in Group I.
Move up if you're a Last Airbender fan. Stay where it is if you're not. Well, I'm not really a Last Airbender fan, so it's gonna stay where it is.
Looking at the set as what it is, like if it was a licensed Avatar: The Last Airbender set, it would be cooler.
Yeah, it would be cooler if it was licensed, but it's not gonna happen. HB85, no, I think HB85 is fine. HB85 is it's a great place. It's literally like almost smack dab middle of cool.
I remember fighting really hard to get the HB85 place there too. I was very vocal about that board.
I was pretty indifferent. I'm like, it's cool, it's unique, it's different. I don't know how high it should go, but yeah, I remember you put a very passionate defense of the HB85.
Oh.
Anything else? Anything else? Where's Space Cadet? I don't think we've done GMK Space Cadet or SA Space Cadet.
Well, what about you, Huey? What is something you think was robbed, or something that you think chat's just totally off base with?
Olivia, please. What's in WoW? Inside WoW, we have GAT Inks, HHKV Pro 2, MX Key Opener, Polaris, Jane V2, Key Colt number 1, J80, HBCP, and then TGR Alice. And then, of course, Mr. Gator Ron.
Oh, Gator Ron, yeah. You know, Olivia, what is something you think is criminally robbed?
Olivia, GMK Toxic hasn't even shipped yet. How? We can't cover that. That's against the rules. That's cheating. Ink should move the pool. Yeah,
I love you, but you're wrong. No, I think they should stay where they are.
I think they should stay.
Yeah. I think maybe Zeal V2s should also move up to WoW. But no, everyone's like, oh, they're too tactile.
Where are they? I saw them earlier.
Buried underneath around GMK Hydro. I think. They're on a picture of a car.
I should move Rocketeer, pay respects to my ancestors. Olivia. It's Mercury. This is the closest thing you could find to Toxic, huh? No. I think everyone's in agreement. Mercury Rocketeer is a yikes.
If you have screw heads sticking out of the bottom of your board that are visible from the front, something's wrong.
It's bad. It's a big yikes. I got mail today. Really exciting. I think it's a really good spot to leave the board in basically as it is. Open up the mail. Where's the exempt at now? Have we covered the exempt on this season? I don't think we did. Because otherwise it'd be in
somewhere.
yikes. Well,
Oh, Sandstorm. I1A wants to talk about Sandstorm.
Okay. What about Sandstorm?
You have to defend the position that you put Sandstorm in.
That's cool. It's a storm in the sand. Come on.
No. It's a pretty. It's beige. It's a nice custom Cerakote color.
It's a nice
I have
beige.
never seen it look good on a board.
And we don't have too many dual color tone these days, and it was a nice return to form with seeing a dual color tone. I do think it should move probably a little down.
It's just. It is the tan Camry of keycaps. Only if it has a bumper dent. It's got to have the Camry dent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a tactical color. Yeah, I'll move it down. I'm fine with that. I'll leave it in cool. I'll move it down.
I also think Mizu should go with it.
I'll take music with it.
Yes.
I also wanted to space everything out so we can see things better. Because in hindsight, there's no reason these things are going to be this cramped in.
I think Mizu needs to go down a little bit lower. I'm definitely not bringing another keycap set up in cool by proxy. No.
Alf, hold on. Oh, this is the Alf X2 should be higher than the Banu. Where's the Alf X2, first of all? I don't remember covering that. Alf X2, where are you?
Hold on, someone wants to say hi to the camera.
Steve? It's okay. To the left of Boba Fett. Okay. Where the... oh, wait. There it is. Left. Oh, there it is. Alf X2. Okay, Olivia. Why do you think Alf X2 should be higher than straddling Yikes and Meh? What are the redeeming factors of this board? The USB hub is trash because it's like USB 1 with like 1 amp. The micro switch buttons are pretty unique though because you can switch layers with those. The weight on the bottom, not bad. Okay, I would move it at least out of straddling Yikes. I just don't know why it could be in cool. The finish was E white. E white is yeah. Steve is a solid meh. Rip Steve. Rip Steve.
Oh, he's a good guy. He like came over and wanted to cuddle and then ran away when I went to pick him up.
The China version with the engraved HHQ was good. Yeah, actually, the Chinese version of the Alpha X2 looked nice with that with the engraving and enamel infill.
Let's see this photo. I don't think I've seen this. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Iona has a point, you know. Alf. I think the reason we put it low was Alf baggage, because you know Alf and the shady ass shit he did, and he's still operating. He's like, I'm gonna leave the hobby. I'm gonna produce again. He's still working. He's still making keyboards.
I don't have a strong opinion on this board.
I don't have that strong
don't
opinion
care about it.
I will scooch it out of the Yikes, but I'm not gonna move it farther than that.
What about rating specific keycap profiles. That's kind of what happened with Cat Alpha, because it was the very first cat set.
Yeah, yeah.
But
maybe in season 3 we'll have some
profiles
more.
are just too preference based, though.
Yeah. Maybe in season 3 we'll have some more specific. We'll see. Well, I guess I should talk about season 3 in a little bit. You think White Blue is being robbed?
No,
I
it's
think
good.
it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, the cool board. It's a pretty fun show. This is I've been doing this for like some time. Remember when this was a physical board? That was tough.
Yeah. See, I was hoping at the end of the physical board you took a hammer to it.
I mean, I took a hammer to it. Technically, I did.
What are you gonna do to this board?
I don't know. Just delete it.
So anticlimactic.
I can put some Instagram filters on it. Is that the same? Would that be the same as digitally burning it?
Maybe.
Has Eternal shipped yet? I don't think so. The thing was like, man, I was really hoping we'd have more cat stuff this season to cover, but like a lot of cat stuff hasn't really shipped. You know, a lot of cat stuff that's ran.
Well, that's the big issue. Is so many people rushed into cat, and we just don't know at this point. You know, it looks good, but will the quality be there?
Well, according to I Mentorly has just gotten final samples, so hopefully soon. That'd be great. I mean, maybe something I can cover in season 3, which I guess I should move on to. First, thanks Nebulant for joining for finale of season 2, and thanks to everyone for who's been watching and enjoying this little thing I put on that I ripped off. Thanks. It's been fun. I like the cool board, and the cool board is going to change and evolve a bit for season 3, and it involves the announcement I made on This Week in Keyboards in the video I posted today on my YouTube channel. So next weekend on the 29th, that's a day, on the 29th, I'll be doing a stream with Hugo of Hugo Keys and Diego of Lightning Keyboards. It's a nice little new project that we're working on, and this is also kind of like the live announcement. The one on the video was like the soft announcement. It's going to be called Keyboards Tonight. So it's a new thing that we're working on. 4 p.m. Pacific next Saturday. It's gonna be interesting. That's all I'm gonna say about the show for now. But it's a different kind of content than we've done before, and we've been actually working together on it for the last month and a half. That we've been actively working on this project together. So hopefully you guys can enjoy all of that stuff. That's gonna be really fun. You guys want to see my news? Not my news, my mail. Mail call?
Let's see your mail. I don't think I have any exciting mail. I don't have any mail I can share. I have secret mail.
Yeah, it won't run to midnight this time zone because it's going to start at 4 p.m. on a Saturday. But still be called Keyboards Tonight because it's tonight somewhere in the world. Actually, it'll be tonight for both of them because they're in, future time zones than me.
Future.
The future. Okay. Olivia, are you still there?
Oh my god, it did.
I know you wanted to see this, Olivia. This is a big deal. Okay, let's take all this foam out. Oh my goodness. It is a 280S. Oh. This is 'cause I'm not using my unboxing cam. Where's the GoPro? I've received very positive feedback about using the GoPro cam. People like the chest cam, I guess. So definitely bring it back. Oh, there. Yep, 2 set taps. I'll probably
Wait, is
do
this delivery from the group buy?
Yeah. What? How else would it? Where else would it come from?
Because it was so long ago.
So here's a 5mm acrylic plate, or sorry, polycarb plate. Polycarb. We have a PCB. Okay. We have a rose gold plates, aluminum, 1.5mm. Then in here, what do we have? Are you ready? I'm ready. Ooh, 280S. With weight. Even though the weight is a little scuffed, if I'm perfectly honest, it happens. I will have to ask what plate to build this with, because there are three choices: 5mm brass, 5mm polycarb, or 1.5mm rose gold aluminum. Scuffed weights. Let's go. 5mm PC. Okay. USB-C port. But yeah, this is a pretty heavy board, to be perfectly honest. Well, at least with the 5mm brass plate in. But I'll be building this sometime in the future. I have the worst best luck, the worst good luck, because I have 3 customer builds to do like in the coming week. I have number 1 of 60 and number 1 of 65, and I have this 280S I need to build, which is gonna be some fun streams coming up. It's gonna be some fun streams coming up. So if you guys tune into my streams, we're gonna be building those exciting boards I just mentioned this week and next week. So stay tuned for those if you want to see some Keycolt builds, this 280S builds. There's more than just the 280S. Not according to the box, bud. I'm sorry. So here's the packaging where I just pull out the 280S. Here's the box it's shipped in, and as you can see, it fits perfectly without any extra space to fit things next to it, which means I can only the 280S fit. So I'm gonna put this down and not in an oblique angle so that everything doesn't fall on my face and on my crotch, because that would be very painful. Oh, well, I've only received one so far. I will check for the other one. It might be arriving tomorrow. In that case. Well, I only received one tracking. Yeah, I only received one tracking number. Didn't I? But yeah. So stay tuned for that build. Stay tuned for other builds. I have this TKL called this Crown TKL.
That crown looks so good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. That's a personal build that I want to do, but I can't do until I lube switches for my 3 customer builds, build all 3 of those keyboards up on streams, and then I can get to my own stuff. But yeah, that's going to be the episode for today. Thanks, Nebulant, so much for joining this little Season 2 finale. I hope you all enjoyed the random-ass content I do on this channel. Consider, following, subscribing, insert whatever I'm supposed to stay here. That's good for my social blade score, whatever bullshit. Yeah. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I also make YouTube videos, usually about news or other stuff. Just give it a consideration. Just give it a consideration. Without further ado, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, and night. I'm Man of Interest, that's Nebulant, and thanks so much for watching. See you around.
Good night.